insights, picks, results. This is Wizard Sports Picks. Beyond the Lines.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Nelo, and welcome to another edition of Beyond the Lines. This time on Friday, May 15. I'm going to cap the two NBA games on schedule. We have Detroit Pistons going to Cleveland to face the Cavaliers, and we have the San Antonio Spurs going to Minnesota to face the Timberwolves. But before we get to the actual plays, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Helps a lot with the analytics. And make sure to go to wizardsportspicks.com where you can find all the handicappers bets, including my premium plays. I've been really hot recently with a 7-3 record since joining the Wizard Sports Picks community. If you wanna get my free plays, yesterday on Wednesday I was 3-1. I had 2 plays on the MLB and 2 plays on the Portuguese basketball playoffs. If you want to get access to all my free plays, you can check our Discord, and you can follow me on Twitter at NevoPix85. That's right here. So going to the actual plays here, we're going to talk first about Detroit basketball against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs lead the series with a 3-2. It's game 6 today, scheduled at 7 p.m., if I'm not mistaken. I'm not going to talk about side because I might have a premium on that, so I will talk about the total today. I see most books have 209.5. If you shop around a little bit, you can find a 208.5 at BetMGM at the -115. I like this number, both 208.5 and 209.5. I think this is a low total for the actual game. Going through the actual numbers on these playoffs, the Cavs at home have cashed this line in every single game they played at home in the series against the Pistons and the previous series against the Raptors. So I think this line is a little bit confusing. In my opinion, should be higher. I think this game can go over the total, and I expect both teams to show up, especially Cleveland trying to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, and Detroit trying to force a Game 7 in Detroit. So I expect both teams to show up and get some points on the board. So I like the over 208.5 at the -115. If you have only available 209.5, that's okay for me. I will still take it. Moving on to the next game, it's the San Antonio Spurs facing off the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at the actual numbers here, Spurs laying -4.5 on the road, and the total is set. Let me just quickly check on my notes. So the total is 218.5. So the total, I won't mess with it. I think it's a fair total. Might go over, but the only thing is, Spurs score a lot when they play at home, but they don't score that much when they go on the road. We can see last game in San Antonio, Spurs won 126-97. So the Timberwolves usually on the roads kind of struggle to put points on the board, but at home they've been putting some decent numbers. I think the line is fair, but I won't mess with the total. So talking about the side, I think the Spurs in this game 6 on the road, they can get the job done, especially if Wemby shows up. We all know that Wemby in game 4 was ejected after elbowing Nasri on the face. Even though Spurs were up majority of the game until the end, they blew the lead, and the Timberwolves got the job done and got the win. So I expect the Spurs with Wemby to get the win and I expect them to cover the spread. You could see in Game 4 that without Wemby, the Spurs gave a good fight. They were up in the game for a majority of the game, and they ended up blowing the game in the late stages and lost. So with Wemby on the court, will be a different story here. I expect the Spurs to do well. I have a player prop on this one, but for the actual side, it's Spurs are best for me. I will lay the points with the Spurs, so give me the Spurs. It's a lean for me, not an actual like. It's a lean. Give me the Spurs -4.5 at the -110. Going to my player prop for this Spurs Timberwolves match, I'm looking at the bench player. It's Keldon Johnson over 8.5 points. I got this line at the -125. Going through the actual numbers here, Keldon Johnson in the last 15 games for the Spurs have cashed this line 10 times. Last game in Game 5 of the series, he had 21 points with a higher volume shooting. Usually, he doesn't shoot as much as he used to because he's been a rotation player this season. But in this series against the Timberwolves, this line cashed in five. I think it's five. No, it's 4 of the last 5. Sorry, it's 4 of the last 5. It cashed. Didn't cash in game 4, I believe, where it had 4 points. So, and the most important stat that I have, it's the head-to-head against the Timberwolves. Keldon Johnson cashed this line 10 of the last 11 times he played the Timberwolves. So I think this is a good spot for Keldon Johnson to get some points on the board and help the Spurs get the win and cover as we hope. So to recap my plays for Friday, May 15, I'm going to take the over 208.5 on the Pistons against the Cavaliers, and for the Spurs against the Timberwolves. I have 2 plays. I lean on the Spurs to lay the points. Spurs -4.5 at the -110, and I like Keldon Johnson over 8.5 points at the -125. So those are your plays for Friday, May 15 here on Beyond the Lines. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And most importantly, don't forget to check wizardsportspicks.com. There's a great handicappers over there. You can check all their winners. And let's hope we get a good Friday here. So thanks for watching, everyone. I see you next week. Bye, everyone.